Hey y'all, another car vlog. Seems like I live most of my life in a freaking car. Right now I am headed to pick up some stamps for a Secret Santa card exchange that I'm in, and I need to pick up some stamps to do that, and also pick up some medicine from my appointment yesterday. They gave me a prescription for medicine. Wow, that, like, you guys can't see much of nothing. Anyway, got that, and then I'm going to, so I'm going to get the stamps, going to pick up my medicine, and I had something else to do, but I can't remember what it was. Oh well. I don't know why I'm going there. Oh, that's why, because I need to pick up some money from the bank to get some gas. Speaking of which, do I got my wallet? I do. So, I don't really have anything exciting to do. My life is really not that exciting, so I honestly don't know why I started Vlogmas, because y'all ain't gonna see me do nothing except for my regular everyday life, and that is not very exciting for most people. I'm cool with being boring. Most people are not. But I guess we can, continue to do this, because it is kind of fun chronicling my life and whatnot. But for right now, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'll come back in just a moment. After I get the stamps, I might go to Bath and Body Works, because their candle sale is today, but I really just don't feel like it. Being completely honest, you know how you just ain't got it? I ain't got it. I ain't got it. I don't feel like standing in no lines. It's bad enough I gotta go to the post office. Shoot, I might be able to pay for it at the machine, which I might end up doing. Like, dude. So, see y'all in a minute. So, I decided to come back before I even got to post office. I'm actually waiting in line at the bank. And I wanted to talk about the losing a parent. And I think I'm going to leave this video at that, like, after I have this conversation with you guys. And I won't take you along with me to the post office and any of that. So, this might get emotional. You have been forewarned. So, December 12th, 2017, I lost my father. The death certificate, if I'm not mistaken, says septic shock and caused by cancer or whatnot. My brother called me in November, about 2 weeks, maybe 3, before Thanksgiving. It was the beginning of November of 2017. And he said, Dad is in the hospital. Well, let's even go back further than that. My father called me in August and said that he hadn't been feeling good, and that, he had pneumonia. And I was like, well, dang, didn't you say you had, like, I had just visited him in June, and I left in July. Like, we stayed there for like 2.5 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. And I was like, dang, didn't you have, a little bit of a sickness when I was there in July? I told you to go to the doctor then. And he said, well, I did, and it turns out I had pneumonia, and I haven't been able to work, and I just ain't been feeling good. And I'm like, man, this is too long. You need to go back to the doctor. Don't know if he ever really did. Don't know if he was lying and he didn't have pneumonia. I do totally believe that my father knew that he was this ill. He just did not want to say anything, I'm at the ATM, excuse me. He didn't want to say anything because he was doing things that wrong card. he was doing things that it was obvious that he knew that he was ill. Because, for example, he was working more hours, he was updating his life insurance, he was doing all sorts of stuff to make you believe that he knew something was up. And hold on, let me finish this and I'll come back. Wow, I do this every car vlog. Every car vlog. Emotional, not emotional, doesn't matter. Every freaking car vlog, I drop my freaking phone. Again! Okay, I'm back. Good God. So anyway, as I was saying, long story short, found out he had cancer a few days before Thanksgiving, about a week before Thanksgiving. And he got out of the hospital, I think Thanksgiving Day. My husband cooked Thanksgiving at my grandmother's house. We took him some food. And then a few days after Thanksgiving, I went home because he was home and he wasn't 100%, but he seemed to be doing a little bit better, and they were giving us hope about this chemotherapy that he was going to do. However, he sat me and my older siblings down. Well, they're not older than me, I'm older, but he sat the adult siblings down and he told us, basically in a nutshell, that picture Mike Tyson and him fighting, but he only had one hand, like the other hand was tied behind his back. He said, I'm getting my butt kicked and I don't think I could do this. And we were sad, but we understood what he was saying. He was saying that he'll do what he can to fight, but he knew that he was fighting a losing battle. And for us to prepare for him to be gone. He told us to take care of our younger siblings. He told us that, you know, there's a not so great relationship with your stepmother, but to make sure she's okay. He knew she was going to be a lot to deal with, but to make sure that she was okay. Right? And then December 12th, 2017, I got the phone call that my dad had been rushed to the hospital because he had fallen and he was no longer breathing. Mind you, I didn't get this call from my stepmother. Matter of fact, I didn't get any phone calls from my stepmother. But that's neither here nor there, because that was an argument that we had, because I felt like I should know what was going on with my father. And I didn't feel like I should have to get it from other people. I felt like I should get it from his wife. But I didn't. I got it from aunts and uncles. But, you know, that's a conversation for another day. So I didn't get a phone call from her. I got a phone call from my aunt, and my brother told me he was in the hospital, and I had booked a flight because I was going. My flight was leaving in an hour. I was packing a carry-on bag because I was just going to go and just have to wash clothes while I was there or buy some clothes or whatever. I got my bag packed. My husband was on the way to pick me up because he had left work. And I got a phone call from my Aunt Pam. And she said, I'll never forget it. She said, hello? I said, hey, Aunt Pam, my flight leaves in about an hour. My husband's on his way to pick me up. I'll be there in about 2 hours. Because I live in Kansas and Chicago is about an hour flight away. She said, he's gone, baby. And I said, what? Because it wasn't registering in my mind. She said, he's gone, baby. And I remember falling to the floor, not really like registering that I was on the floor, but I remember being on the floor. My phone was no longer in my hand, and I was screaming and crying. My kids came in the room, and my brother-in-law, who was living with me at that time, I remember he picked me up off the floor and he put me in the bed and he hugged me, because I think a year and a half, 2 years earlier, he had lost his father So he knew what I was going through. And I will forever be grateful that he was there for me. During that time, he was there for me. So then, excuse me. I said all of that to say that losing a parent is something you never forget, and it's something that you forever deal with. And I think one of the main reasons that I did Vlogmas, excuse me, I really did. I knew this was going to be hard for me, but I did not expect to be crying driving down the street. So, losing a parent is hard. And I think one of the main reasons that I did Vlogmas was because I knew this was going to be a very rough month for me. And I wanted something to take my mind off of it. And today is the 7th. And we're just a few days away from December 12th. And I needed to go ahead and talk about it and get it out before it got to the point where I couldn't handle it. So I'm just letting you guys know now that I am dealing with something, and every day is not going to be peaches and roses, but I will come back every day. But today was just a rough day for me. And it's only like 2:25. I didn't get out of the bed till 1 something. And I really didn't even want to do that. But sometimes you have to call out depression and sadness so it doesn't overtake you. So this is me calling it out. This is me saying that I'm going through, but I'm pressing through. So today's Vlogmas vlog is not very rosy and happy, and I'm okay with that. I hope you guys are too. And I'll see you guys back tomorrow with a happier vlog. I might even upload some of my vlogs that are just sitting on my iPad that need to be loaded to brighten up the mood. So, all right, you guys, I'll see you tomorrow.